All right, so it's time for my 90-day update. We're not gonna be super long. I kind of panicked. He calmed me down. My other best friend calmed me down, and even the doctor put everything in perspective for me today. So the last visit, which was April of 2026, I had to focus on, of course, the iron, the vitamin D. Y'all know she's been hounding me about my thyroids since I want to say January. And of course, I've been working on CRP, which is inflammation. So those were my only concerns, and plus my lymphedema, but that's not on the blood work. That was the only thing I was worried about. So I got my blood work back in 2 days, and it was like 3 something in the morning. I don't know why I logged in and just happened to look. And I lost it. I'm not gonna lie, I lost it because I looked at one number and I was just ticked because I feel like it should be higher than that. And so when I logged in and saw, I think the first thing I saw, my vitamin D levels. My vitamin D level was low, and I just felt like I be in the sun a lot. Like, why wasn't it higher? So yes, I lost it. I crashed out. I was upset and had to wait till it was a decent hour to text him and panic. And he was like, he said what he said, and I was like, I was over the numbers. I really was. I really need to stop. Just continue to do what I'm doing because even I see all these non-scale victories and stuff that don't necessarily have to do with the blood work that keep happening. So yeah, I shouldn't have panicked. But anywho, but I didn't. That was another thing. I didn't after the fact look and compare the numbers overall. So my vitamin D actually dropped in April, and that was from the winter months. That was a rollover from the winter months. And like I explained to the doctor, hey, I went outside. It was cold, so it was starting to build back up. So it dropped in April. It increased in July. So that was the bigger picture. I was 1 point from being back within range. And y'all know I get my vitamin D from the sun. That's why I be in the pool. The pool serves, I'm killing two birds with one stone, getting vitamin D and getting the lymphatic workout. Vitamin B dropped. That was not an issue, but it dropped. I'm gonna figure that out and report back in 3 months for y'all. Thyroid. She been hounding me and kind of like trying to ease in to take medication. And y'all know I am on team no medication. Whatever I can do, I don't want medication. And so my thyroid jumped super high in January. So January and April visit, she kept saying, you don't want to consider? You don't want to consider? She just kept saying it. And I told her, no, I got it. I got it. Sure enough, my thyroid's back regulated as of July. Mm-hmm. And she asked me, what did I do? And I said, the only thing I changed this time was two things that I kind of incorporated regularly was Brazil nuts, and I go get veggie sushi from Publix so I can get the seaweed wrap. But that's it. And I've been doing a lot of salads and fruit, but that's what I did. So my iron. Child, the iron dropped super low. Really, really low. Like I was in range and it plummeted. And so when I looked at it, yes, that really, and then I was like, but I haven't been feeling like that. But it dropped. And so when I looked at everything, how it increased and decreased, we looked at what was the difference. Well, when it was the highest, what was I doing? Eating a lot of beans. It's the summertime. I don't crave hot food or heavy food. I've been eating very light. And so it declined. In addition to that, females, menstrual cycles, there's a reason why we have low iron a lot of times. But if you bleed extra heavy like I do, basically you got to continue to eat stuff to improve your iron because every month we're depleting. Like we basically keep withdrawing and not putting nothing back in. So quick fix, I'm going to come up with some different salads that include beans so I can get beans back into the rotation because this is not the work of the Lord. What was the other one? Oh, my A1C went up by a 0.1. That's the diabetes detector. I really lost it. So after research, researching because I'm like, what was the difference? What did I do? Like, I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do. Um, Low iron can play a part with your A1C, and I'm finna find the actual note to tell y'all so I won't misquote. Hold on. I had it up. Hold on. So, and it does not apply to everyone, but low iron can falsely elevate A1C. Um, and if it was a major concern, like if I had a major jump, they would be concerned. But since my iron and some other numbers was super low, like some super low, um, that would have been a problem. The number inside of it that went from a 25 to a 6. The iron dropped from 40 to 17, and iron saturation dropped from 12 to 5. In addition to that, when I got my blood drawn, I was on my cycle. So it was a lot of outside things influencing it that made everything just like. So I've also noticed a pattern. With the A1C, I reversed that in 6 months. With the thyroid, I reversed it in 6 months. Give me 6 months. It's going to be back up. That's how I feel. I'm not worried about it. And the last and major, the cholesterol. The last time I visited her, my good cholesterol was too low. The bad cholesterol, it was okay. It was higher, but it wasn't like just out of control. And the triglycerides number was high. Well, when I went back, everything is perfect, like absolutely perfect. I want better numbers. The good cholesterol is now up. The bad cholesterol dropped almost 40 points, and the triglycerides dropped almost 80 points. And guess what I ate? 2 Brazil nuts a day. Don't overdo it with Brazil nuts because you'll get selenium poison. Just if you need to get your cholesterol in order, 2 Brazil nuts, and I would add it to my salad. Now, be warning because I hate the smell of Brazil nuts. They smell so awful. I like to gag every time. But add 2 to your salad, raw, unsalted. Don't put none of that. Where can you find them at? I go to Publix to get mine. And the very final thing, the big kicker. So my CRP marker, C-reactive protein marker, the inflammation marker, the marker that can cause so many issues that we don't know about. So many issues.
That's crazy.
You're not supposed to look at my
notes. That is insane.
So, and this is the thing though. My very first visit from April to July, when I saw July 2025, she saw it and she was like, oh, it dropped. But she never explained to me what the hype was about it and why she was so excited about it. She just like, ooh, your CRP number dropped. Didn't go into detail. It was me listening to an audiobook. I learned about what it is and the issues it can cause. It can cause diabetes. It can cause a number of things. So you want to make sure that that's in order. So that was one of my goals. I need to be at an 8. That's the range. 8 or below is what I need to get to. So April 2025, it was a 47.5. July of 2025, it dropped to a 34.2. October 2025, it dropped to a 29.2. January 2026, it went up to 36.3. Why? Because I was on a cruise that triggered my allergies and had my body in haywire. But April, it was at a 28.6. As of July, I'm 11.6, and I am 3.6 from being where I need to be. Mm-hmm. And that is like, when I saw that, and they said that's 70% drop in the past year. 76%. So after this, A1C is still low because last year, y'all know I was at a 9.4, I'm not at a 5.3. My CRP went from a 47.5 to 11.6. My total cholesterol went from 177 to 143. My HDL went from a 40 to 53, which is good. That's the good cholesterol. The bad cholesterol went from 111 to 76. Triglycerides went from 144 to 62. Thyroids went from the 6.77, which is high, to regulated to 4.17. And vitamin D was at 21, and it went up to 29, and I'm 1 point from being in range. The only thing I'm worried about now is my vitamin B12 and iron, and trying to get to my 8 after this visit. That's it for me. Some order, you got anything to say?
I don't have anything to say.
Really?
I really don't.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And those numbers are crazy. But I need to do it.
So I'm gonna come up with some. I want a sweet pea salad. I'm not a sweet
That
pea.
iron, but
Like I
I'll
mean-
make that iron tonic for you though. That'll help.
It was a lot. He know I hate nasty stuff. That's how I'm able to do this. The stuff gotta taste good.
I don't budge. Communion juice is the base.
Oh, y'all pray for me. That's it. Cause you just messed me up. You just messed me up. Here he go. Like, ugh. I'm gonna do like this or shoot it down my throat. I don't wanna. Just make sure it's not nasty, please. All right. I'll see y'all in another 90 days. Bye.